Okay, we're live. Audio is on. Cool. We're up and running. I've got grapes here. I got coffee. Got my cannabis. We're good.
Jeff Lund. Good morning. Cheers.
Hello, Jeff. Cheers. How's it going, buddy?
Treasure Coast Waters. Morning.
Yo, Treasure Coast.
Gravetacular. Morning Nay and Trendies.
Hey, Sadie. What's up, buddy?
Grant Widener. Sup, bud?
Yo, bro.
Holly Horn. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Holly.
Doubt if they will.
Came out of nowhere, huh? It just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I'm sneezing. I don't know what the hell. Holly Hornay, hello.
Gravetacular. My allergies have been crazy lately. I have to take allergy pills every day.
You have to take allergy pills every day? Ooh, they dry me out. Influencer, that's a podcaster. $400,000 Ferrari burns minutes after purchase. Huh. Minutes after purchase. Jeez Louise, minutes? I think I hear my dog. This Florida's college's attack on gender studies is just the tip of an ignorant iceberg.
Grant Widener. Should have got a Lotus.
Hey, Whore Haven't seen you in a while. Should have got a Lotus, right? I agree. Juggalos are the targets of clownish discrimination and police harassment. Leave the juggalos alone, you fucking pigs. They're not a fucking gang. They just like a fucking band. I love my juggalos. Friend.tech is overrun by bots and speculative games. Yeah, whatever.
Grant Widener. Hey, we're smiling this morning, what?
I was watching the news with my mom this morning. This guy representing the Biden administration, some governor, he said that, what do you think about the age difference between what do you think about, first the question, this was all within the same breath. What do you think about Joe Biden's age, 80, being 86 or something while president? He's like, the difference between the ages of Trump and Biden is older and has much more experience. With age comes experience. And then the lady was like, don't you think that Biden's a little too old? And then he's like, oh, Trump and Biden are just about the same age. And I'm like, you're an idiot. You literally just said that with age comes experience 10 seconds ago, not even 3 seconds ago. And now you're saying that age has no bearing? They're idiots. They don't even hear themselves. And I said to my mom, I was like, did you hear that? And she's like, what? She hates that shit. And I'm like, did you hear that hypocrisy from the guy saying that, Biden has it over Trump because of his age experience, but the difference in age, and then within a few seconds he says, oh, what about the difference in age? He's like, there's very little difference in their age. And my mom's like, yes. Yeah, whore dog. Wenster 55, WH Grandpa,
Hollyhorn.
and I love you. Thank you,
Biden
Wenster
81,
55.
Trump 77.
4 years apart. They're 4 years apart. That's not even a thing. 4 years. It's crazy. And yet the guy's trying to say that Biden's got 4 years more experience over Trump. 4 whole years, really? Was that when he was a lifeguard at the pool, throwing chains with cornflake? Used to carry a chain. Cornflake used to carry a chain.
Grave Tacular. LOLXD.
I really don't want to get my news from a place called Fistful of Dollars. Thank you very much for the report. No, thank you. If you want to sell news, you might want to appeal to the smarter people. Fistful of Dollars? No, thank you. I'm not going to buy your news since you've already got your fistful of dollars. How about truthful news? How about that? I'd look at that. Honest reporting. That'd be a good one.
Hoot and hell.
Yeah, Corn Pop, but you like Flake. Yeah, I think Flake works better too.
People you've banned from chatting but still watch.
The main channel are people you've banned from chatting but still watch on the main channel. How many people are there? 11? So Jacksonville, Florida, there was a deadly shooting, and it was racist, driven by racism. Yeah, they go off on guns real quick before even getting all the details about this killing. Did the guy just go out and purchase a gun and use it, or did he already have them? Because if he already had them, then Ron DeSantis had nothing to do with it. I would only be looking at people with recent gun purchases if you want to blame Ron DeSantis' new law, which allows anybody in the state of Florida to carry a firearm. We are now allowed in this state to carry firearms. Everybody.
Dave Campione. Death to racists.
I'm assuming, a convicted felon probably can't, but I'm sure they are anyway. You're going to use it until you get caught. My brain is just exhausted right now, man. Maybe some cannabis will help me. I don't know.
Grant Widener. Don't you know you can't be said there, eh? Bucko.
Yeah, I know. Don't you know you can't be sad there, bucko? There's no such thing as sadness. That's a construct. You have to put it into the correct context, you know, bucko. Yeah, you're looking at the wrong context there. You've got to contextualize it if you want to understand it. You know, I studied Adolf Hitler, and you got to put that in context because he was a great leader, eh? You know, that's what I did, bucko. I studied Adolf Hitler because he was such a great leader. You know, the German people loved him, so I had to study that and understand what I didn't want to become.
Only pedo lovers watch this fool, lol.
Oh, yeah, then why are you here, you fucking pedo lover? Why are you here? Isn't that funny? You just called yourself out. Get out of my chat, fucking pedo. Are you projecting, dude?
Grant Widener. What you thinking about, dude?
Nothing, really. Thinking about doing a bong rip. I'm thinking about that door that's open over there, and I'm thinking about closing it. That door to my brain needs to be closed with some cannabis, sealed with some oils. No, I'm having a discussion with myself of what I'm going to smoke. Can never find the mustard gas. It's always right in front of me. Hey, you guys on Rumble, hello. How's it going? You can say hi. There's a lot of you here, and I like to see that, but go ahead and say hello to me.
Grave-tacular. Smoky time.
You know how many people are here, guys?
Bonsai house.
More than 30.
My favorite things are eating my friends and not using commas. Morning.
Eating your friends. That's funny. I get it. That's a funny joke. Did you just write that joke all on your own, bro? Because that's a good one. That's
Steven running.
That's a good one.
Good morning.
Not using commas. It's so fucking funny.
It's
a good joke, bro.
I'm with ya, hacked and racked.
Oh.
Saint Boogus none. It's okay, nay, we all know you love little girls.
Oh yeah, you know, you better write a whole bunch of freaking new channels.
Grave-tacular.
I'm gonna block you every time you
Bonsai,
come in, you little
that's
fuckstick. And it doesn't matter because I've got more than 30 people watching that couldn't give a shit. Ah. All right,
Grave-tacular. Here come the trolls, lol.
It's one dude. It's one dude. You guys are always like, it's the trolls. Oh, there's so many. Really, they fooled you that much? You think it's more than one person? Come on. Come on, man. You guys are better than that. Let's see if this works. No longer going to give us cheers.
Grave-tacular. Hey, who knows?
I know, it's one dude, bro. He'll keep changing his name and coming in with the same channel, and there's nothing I can do except keep blocking each name as it comes in. Oh, and the other thing I can do is shut off the volume to my chat, which I don't mind doing.
Grave-tacular. Cheers.
I don't mind.
Dog.
I don't mind muting the chat.
Cheers.
So I don't have to hear his fucking pedophilia. You gotta love these projecting fools, right? He probably doesn't even know what that word means. Damn, that was actually a good dab. I didn't even start yet. Got me hot and everything. We'll do 17:30. I'm going to close that door and be right back. That'll take me a minute. 17:30. $17.30 dab. Okay, we still got 20 seconds left. Barefoot. Good morning, Alaska. The bowl of the jealousy. Oh. All right, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers. So tasteful and tasty. Oh my goodness. That was of a whole other level of taste.
Left replace Biden with we have some of the greatest sanctions. Miss Serial imprisoner Harris LOL. Hey Nay, good morning.
Hey, Hordog.
Wenster 55. Hi, waving
Instagram's
hand.
TikTok for people who go
White House
outside.
Grandpa, and I love you. Red heart folded hand sparkles red heart. Horn dog woman. Corn pop face with tears of joy. Whore dog 1. Flake suits him better though.
I thought so too. Cornflake.
Barefoot in AK. Good morning from Alaska. Barefoot in AK.
Killing me, Alaska.
Dabba dabba do.
Killing me, Alaska.
Subscribe.
I can't keep up with the Alaskan smoke schedule.
0/200. Rumble. About us. Careers. Our apps.
Your title made my liberal
Developers.
friends very upset.
Advertising.
Did they say something?
Store. Terms and conditions.
They're so upset they should come in here and talk to me about it. You know, what exactly is it that they're upset about? That the left is discussing replacing Biden with you know, we've got the greatest sanctions. We've got great sanctions. Serial imprisoner Kamala Harris. Which part of that are they taking issue with? Oh, their allegiances. I got it. It's not the truth that they have a problem with. It's their allegiances that they have a problem with. They can't reconcile the truth with their allegiances. Now, a lot of people have that issue. You always should be able to reconcile the truth, folks. Wenster 55, Alaska's beautiful. I just returned from a cruise there. Very life-affirming. Nice. My parents did that years ago. And all I got was a knife, which I love. I don't know where my knife is. It's around here somewhere. I should find that.
Privacy policy. Copyright. Alaska is beautiful. I just returned from a cruise ship there. Very life-affirming folded hands. Barefoot in AK. I hope you enjoyed your trip. We are so blessed.
Hell yeah, right on. So, happy for all of you. They say she's an excellent choice and will make a wonderful first woman president. Well, I mean, you know, she's a fucking dumb lying cunt bitch that left people that she knew were innocent locked up in prison. She claims that laws that restrict people's medicine and food, you know, these sanctions are great. She's no leader. She's a fucking dumb cunt. And she has no place being the vice president, let alone the fucking president of the United States. Or should I say, the president, let alone the vice president of the United States. I don't know how to word. I don't know how that gets worded properly. I don't know words. I don't understand words. Someone could tell me. Which way does that go? President first or vice president first? And then you say, but the let alone in between them. Because she already is the... I totally agree with you guys. Kamala Harris is a dumb, stupid, fucking serial imprisoning, sanction fucking hugging. She's a sanction hugger. Cunt. How's that for a cherry on top of that banana split? And she ain't black. You know, we will, if she becomes president, we will have our first female president, I assume, unless you guys have a whole Michelle Obama narrative about her too. Wouldn't surprise me. You guys seen, I'm going to start it right now. You guys seen, hey, you guys heard the new joke in town? Hey, you seen Kamala Harris's dick? Have you guys seen Kamala Harris's dick? You guys like my joke? Go tell that joke around the internet. Go spread it around. Say, hey, you guys seen Kamala Harris's dick? Let's start a goddamn thing. Let's start a goddamn thing. Let's start a goddamn thing together. All of you. Let's hear that chat out loud, folks.
Blessed. Barefoot in AK. Alaska is the most. Well, I'm just blessed to live in this beautiful state. I've learned so much since moving here.
It's rough.
Barefoot in AK.
It's like NorCal.
What are we talking about this morning? Barefoot in AK. New camel toe. Barefoot in AK. LOL. No way. Don't even speak that crap into it.
Don't you want that to be true? Don't you want Kamala Harris to have a dick and be exposed as a man? Let's start a thing. Come on, folks. Let's start a thing. Let's plant a seed in the garden. Come on, everybody. Let's plant a seed in the garden. Let's manipulate mankind. How many people fucking do this shit? It's fucking psychotic. Think about that. I'm going to make something up. Make it catchy. Make it snappy. Put it out there on the internet. People are going to love it. And then they're going to believe my lie. Kamala Harris doesn't have a camel toe. She's got a camel dick. You know, because Kamala Harris, lying for her was okay. When she lied those innocent people into fucking prison for years, that was okay. Right? Lying is okay for fucking camel dick. Plant a seed for your tomorrow. Lol, I like it. No, I don't like it. I don't like spreading lies. We could just go on the truths. I like truths better than lies. I'm not seeing a dick there. She is a woman. She ain't black. She ain't black. So there's that. But they're not saying that. You know? I'm just saying, for all their excitement and whatever, Donald Trump sets his sights on serial and prisoner Kamala Harris. You know, and Donald Trump can always say, you know, I said lock her up, I want to lock up the criminals. Kamala Harris was locking up innocent people. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Did she not say sanctions were great? Truthier.news. It's my website. You guys can check that out. It's truthier.news. 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 That's my website. It's one of them. I got a couple websites, but go to that one. And then I got this video right there. This is a very quick video. It's just a 1-minute video. Just some clips I made of the serial liar Kamala Harris. Serial fucking imprisoner. Serial fucking sanction hugger. Check this video out, guys.
Let's also recognize the unique nature of the sanctions that we have outlined. These are some of the greatest sanctions, if not the strongest, that we've ever issued. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy. These are some of the greatest sanctions. 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 These are some of the greatest sanctions for the economy. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy.
Watch it again. It goes by fast. It's worth a second watch, I think.
Let's also recognize the unique nature of the sanctions that we have outlined. These are some of the greatest sanctions, if not the strongest, that we've ever issued. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy. These are some of the greatest sanctions. These are some of the greatest sanctions.
Dave Fishing.
These are some of the greatest
LMAO, how are
sanctions.
sanctions
These are some of the greatest sanctions. These are some of the greatest sanctions
Dave Fishing. Harm their economy.
for the economy.
Read the video titles.
Absolute harm for the economy, and it will exact absolute harm for the economy, and it will exact absolute harm for the economy.
I see dead people. I saw dead people there. Do you guys like that? I need to load a bowl, top it with dabs. Really? Is that what you do, Barefoot and AK?
Existence. Barefoot and AK. No camel toe or Big Mike. Barefoot and AK. Plant a seed for your tomorrow. LOL, I like it. Barefoot and AK. I need to load a bowl, top it with dabs. Barefoot and AK. And then posting bail for BLM.
And then posting bail for Black Lives Matter. I don't have a problem with that. You know, this is what I have a problem with. I have a problem with the name.
Patrick John Welder.
The name they chose.
What was it called? Something I.
They chose a bad name. And once people were saying all lives matter, what about white lives? What about police lives? And once people start saying that, all Black Lives Matter would have had to do is just change their name to All Lives Matter and keep doing exactly what they're doing. And then all of you racist cunts out there would have shut the fuck up. But some of you seem to have a problem with Black Lives Matter because the name says black and you feel like you're being excluded. You realize if police training is changed to not kill black people in the street, that means all people will be killed less too. You fucking idiot cunt motherfucking nut jobs realize that, don't you? All you anti-Black Lives Matter fucking morons out there. You guys realize that, right? Just making sure. Cool. Now we're all pro all lives matter, right? They do. Let the Black Lives Matter movement change their name to All Lives Matter. Then all you fuckers will shut up and we can all be happy. Right? Great. Great idea, isn't it? I messaged them. I'm like, change your name to All Lives Matter. I mean, I know that people are like, don't all lives matter? Don't all lives matter? Don't all lives matter? Well, what would have fucking happened if you changed your name to All Lives Matter? All them fucking racist cunts would have to fucking sit the fuck down. She bailed out the rioters. I don't know about bailing out rioters. I don't know about that. It doesn't sound good for Kamala Harris. I mean, if people were starting fires and beating people in the streets, literally, were people rioting? Or, I mean, are you being hyperbolic when you call them rioters? Were they some people that got arrested for peacefully protesting? What's the story? What do you got there, Barefoot and AK? Can you produce that for me? Just that information so we can even cover it on the show. I'll learn something. You say that Kamala Harris bailed out rioting Black Lives Matter members, and I want to see that article so I can read it and explain it and go through it. Make sure it's not some right-wing bullshit. Some spin that I always get in here from people. I want to make sure it's not spin. She did it, bro. I'll be the first person to be like, that's fucked up. She's a fucking dumb cunt. That's fucked up. She's fucking bailing out black people who are rioting, convicted of rioting, and she's bailing. I want to see that. I'm one of those All Lives Matter and got that shit myself. What do you mean you got that shit yourself? She set up a GoFundMe for rioters? For rioters? Show me. Just give me a link, or you can give me a link, right? You obviously know all about this. Wherever you heard about it, I'm sure you can turn me on to that source too, right? Cool. No, bro, I don't remember this at all. I don't remember this at all. I don't remember this. I don't know if I even heard about it. The vice president of the United States, was it while she was vice president too? I'm assuming, yeah, even though Black Lives Matter started in 2013, I believe. I want to say. Kamala Harris didn't become vice president until, way later than that. So this was before, was this before she was VP you're talking about? Which still matters, I'm not trying to take away from it. I'm just wondering what the timeline is on, just so you know. I'm totally down for learning about this. I hate Kamala Harris. You're one of those all lives, matter people. Stop it. Stop being one of those all lives matter people are fucking racists. So stop it. Support Black Lives Matter, because in supporting Black Lives Matter, you support all lives. You're just an idiot for fucking letting a word fool you into thinking that white people aren't going to benefit from this as well. It could be a white person that you know. It could be a white person that you love and care about. That this BLM movement changes the face of policing and allows for someone down the road to not be beaten down in the street or murdered by a fucking gang of fucking of corrupt fucking pig bitches. That's how that works. I mean, I don't understand why that's so hard for you to grasp that. That's basic common sensing through. Anyone saying all lives matter is hates themselves. You're just fucking hurting yourself. You're cutting your nose to spite your face to try to make the point that you're a fucking racist, right? I told them they should change their name to All Lives Matter. Not that I believe in your stupid fucking racist All Lives Matter movement. It's stupid. I support Black Lives Matter. I just told them what would be smarter was to change the fucking name. That was it. I'm also anti-fascist. Are you anti-fascist? I don't like fascism. I don't like Ron DeSantis. I'm anti-fascist. Don't like Adolf Hitler. Don't like fascists. I don't like people who game the system so everything they want becomes reality, especially when the other half of the population isn't for it. Like, eventually that shit comes back to bite everybody in the ass. Unless you want to be like those fucking cunts that joined Ron DeSantis' SS party, and go get your military training. Thank you. Thank you, Barefoot. Federalist. Dude, nah, give me something else. I'm not going to the fucking Federalist. Give me something else. Give me something legitimate, please. It literally gave me a huge warning screen. Of course, fact checkers say mostly false. Well, then it is. Then it is, man. Then why are you giving me bullshit? Find it on, if it's true, you'd be able to find it on a Fox News. You'd be able to find it on Newsmax. You'd be able to find it on OAN if it's true. I'm sure it's been reported on by a news agency that I'll be more than willing to go to. If you can't find it, it ain't true, bro. It didn't happen because that's all public record. I remember, though, very well how she helped bail people out for rioting. I tell you what, show me the fucking GoFundMe. Show me the GoFundMe. How about that? That Kamala Harris put up for the rioting Black Lives Matter rioters. You realize how crazy that sounds? And I'm still not denying that this happened. I'm just saying, find a better source for me, please. Not some bullshit right-wing nutjob site like the Federalist. Fact checkers are right. Generally, no, generally they are, and you know it. You even told me. You're like, well, the fact checkers are like, yeah, well, that's what those people do for a living. And yeah, sometimes that shit is swayed by fucking like Elon Musk, or it's swayed, fact checking is swayed by Mark Zuckerberg, you know, depending on if it's a left wing or right wing, or it's swayed by Google Tube, you know, which is all left wing bullshit, you know, or Twitter, you know, whatever. It just depends on who's paying for the slant, you know. But if you've got a legitimate news story, it's gonna be everywhere. So it should be easy for you to find this for me. Should I Google that shit and see if I can find it? Kamala Harris, GoFundMe for BLM rioters. I'll put that into Google and see what comes up. Right? I should have 3 fucking pages of articles. Because she's now the Vice President of the United States of America. That's newsworthy if it's true. And anybody that fucking hated the Biden administration would be all over something like that. You know, so please show me the data behind that one. There's got to be something. Since I don't remember. You tried to shame me in my chat. That really got under my skin when you said, since you don't remember. Because I remember a lot of shit. And I was surprised that I hadn't remembered this. Now I'm starting to realize why I might not have remembered this. Oh my God. Baby, come here. We're just doing the show. We're talking about stuff.
Okay.
We're doing stuff. We're talking about, here you go.
Thank you.
We're talking about, Kamala Harris, and I want, don't you remember that shit? My God, man. No, I don't. I'm being honest when I say I don't remember Kamala Harris started a GoFundMe for rioting BLM members. I mean, it sounds crazy. It sounds like something I would remember, but I'm sure if it happened, you're going to be able to find something that's going to be able to make it legit. Not the fucking Federalist, but like I said, Fox News. I'll take Fox News. Yeah, there you go. Barefoot in AK, I'll help you. I love you. I want you to know that. Barefoot in AK is saying this, everybody. Doesn't anyone else here remember that shit in all caps? So if any of you could chime in, we would meet, but Barefoot in AK and I would appreciate it, because this is the kind of thing that I will totally report on. because I cannot stand Kamala Harris. It's the greatest sanctions. We've got some of the greatest sanctions. The sanctions are so great. We've got some great sanctions.
Let's also recognize the unique nature of the sanctions that we have outlined. These are some of the greatest sanctions, if not the strongest, that we've ever issued. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy. These are some of the greatest sanctions. 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 These are some of the greatest sanctions for the economy. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy. And it will exact absolute harm for the economy.
That's my website, guys, truthier.news. Go check it out. It's got all kinds of shit like that on it. If you're into truth, then you'll like truthier.news. I'm quite the video producer. Dude, I'm not saying that Black Lives Matter members and other people didn't riot in the streets and burn shit to the ground. I'm not saying that. You know? Shit happens, bro. Sometimes people take advantage of a situation. Sometimes people make bad decisions. When you're in a large group like that, people get dumb. It's called mob mentality. It happens. It's happened before. It'll happen again, hopefully. Because that's the only way we're going to get shit done in this fucking country. I hope you all agree. You know, those people that you saw getting fucking willing to get violent out in the streets, you're going to be standing shoulder to shoulder with eventually. So understand, they're helping. They're your brothers in arms, brothers and sisters in arms. You will be. It's not us versus them. It's all of us versus this corrupt, fucked up government. And once you realize that, you'll stop acting like all lives matter bullshit. Once you realize that, then we can all come together and start making progress. Or, you know, all the shit that you've subscribed to for the last few years has been bullshit. Because you know you've been hearing the same thing from a lot of other podcasters. From both sides. Those are the people you need to listen to. You know, not the ones like that stupid fucking cunt bitch the other day that was saying, oh, socialist, oh, communist. Get over it. You know, people have different political agendas and ideas. Get the fuck over that shit and learn how to get along with people. Because we're all going to fucking be helping each other. We're already socialists, Dave Fishing says. I remember hearing about it. It was a couple years ago. I ain't going digging for old stories, though. Yeah, whatever then. You heard about it in the Federalist, Deer Slayer, 1959. So, find me something else, please. You know, find me the goddamn... You said there was a GoFundMe. Show me the fucking record of the GoFundMe. That would be fucking easy. I mean, are you guys that scared of using Google that you guys will not go into a Google page or a Bing page or some kind of a search and type in Kamala Harris, GoFundMe, Black Lives Matter, rioters? None of you are smart enough to do that? Or have you done it and nothing's coming up except a Federalist article? You straight up remember it. She and other Dems calling for riots and helping bail out rioters. Calling for... Yeah, I remember that. I remember her calling, like... I think it was Kamala Harris. There may have been a senator that was saying, you know, we're gonna get violent or something out in the streets. It may not have been Kamala Harris, but it was like a senator or woman or something talking out her ass, and it was fucking stupid. But barefoot, I remember that. I remember what you're talking about. I do. I agree, but they were burning down... Yes, they were. They were burning down businesses. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, you're talking about thugs taking advantage of a situation many times. A lot of people that are trying to stop the violence from police that are out marching in the street aren't rioters, man. You got to look at the masses that are marching and not look at the 100 or so that are out there fucking trying to go steal shit out of stores and break glass, plate glass windows, and burn shit to the ground. That's not the whole movement, and you can't hold everybody responsible for, when you've got a million people out in the street and a couple of hundred of them are fucking doing dumb shit. At the same time, they did a lot of damage. You're right. And now the Black Lives Matter are in mansions while they help no one. I never said Federalist. No, I did. Dear Slayer. I told you where you saw it. Do you not look shit up yourself? Oh, I do all the time on this show, but I'm sick of it. And for those of you that come here and drop something like that in front of me, and if I ask you to produce something legit to give me, and you give me a link from the Federalist that I'm not even going to click on, and you can't give me something legitimate from a right-wing mainstream media, you can't even find a right-wing... Oh, what's this? It's a fact check. Okay, all right, that's all. Look at that. Newsweek.com. Okay, I'll check that out. Page not found. Error in the URL. Hold on. Let me check my URL really fast. It didn't come up. You're giving me another link. Chip in now. Previous page. Facebook.com. All right, here we go. Facebook. This page isn't available. You're giving me a bunch of... Are you clicking on these links? Bro, anybody else? Hey, Cyber.
Hello.
Oh, is that Pinoy? Pinoy, what's up, bro? I heard noise. I thought it was Cyber. It's Pinoy.
Morning.
Yeah, son. So, you're giving me links that are giving me... Anybody else? Can anybody get these links to work? Because they're not working for me. And Barefoot, you're just saying lol. Okay, go make another cup of coffee, but none of these... I'm going to click on the third link. Twitter.com. Okay. Post. Okay.
Cheers. Got
it. Okay, great. Dude, show me where it says rioting BLM. This is okay. This is fine what she's doing here. She's asking people to donate to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. People, for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota, you're going to have to show me where she's saying, she's doing something for Black Lives Matter movement rioters. None of that says that. And like I said, I remember the whole when they were saying they were going to get violent in the street. This isn't a call to violence. Post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota. I mean, let's go to Freedom Fund. Let's see. It says oppressive jailing. Well, it's not a time thing. Here we go. Donate to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. Make a donation to Minnesota Freedom Fund. Your support will help post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota. I'm just reading through some of these weird conditions.
Dude, it's really nice today over here.
It's raining?
No, it's like really nice. It's like 65 right now.
Nice.
Yeah, it feels good. Oh, Max boy.
There's not enough information here. I wonder if there's a website or something.
What are you looking at?
Well, someone in the chat says that Kamala Harris was paying to getting people to donate people that were rioting for Black Lives Matter. And what I see here is the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which will post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota. And the date, there's no information as to what is being protested. There's no information. Contribution rules. Copy of Act Blue charities. Taxes and donations are tax deductible. Act Blue charities. Terms and conditions. So this is part of Act Blue. I believe this falls under Act Blue, but I want to find out what the Minnesota Freedom Fund is, so I'm going to get into that. Let me see. Minnesota freedomfund.org. Here, I got their website. What's up, bro?
Dude, I just seen a freaking hummingbird get like this close to me, dude, and then fly off. I was like, whoa.
Hell yeah.
I can hear the St. Bernards barking.
Are those hummingbird feeders still up there?
Hell yeah, dude. We put them all up.
Nice.
Back up. Look.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, yeah, dude. The hummingbird feeders are there. There's sugar water in them.
Nice, bro.
I love hummingbird. I love wildlife, bro. So I always do stuff so we can see more wildlife, you know?
Dude, if you go to their website, it just goes... Oh, wait, here we go. Minnesota Freedom Fund. I got it. I'm reading it right now, guys.
I need to find this damn hornet. That's over here. Let's go, Jim. Let's go.
Okay, I can... There's an about... Let me just click on that. Frequently asked questions. This says not, you guys, just so you know, this says nothing about Black Lives Matter, nothing about people rioting. That is, this place, you know, she's guilty for leaving people locked up in prison. So she's supporting something. What these people do is they bail people out. They get your bail. That's what they do. They bail people out. Now, I'm assuming they're bailing out non-violent offenders. You know, like they're not bailing out rapists and murderers or rioters. I'm assuming. I mean, I would think. It says value, trust community, essential, work, empower local system intended harm, intersexual racial equality, interlocking prison, face, black, dismantle criminal justice system, read our accountability statement. I want to go to frequently asked questions. How does make decisions about who gets helped? Here we go. Because I just want to know. Are you going to, how about non-violent or violent? What? We've been a revolving bail fund since 2016, well before the protests following the murder of George Floyd. So this was before, this was not in creation of Black Lives Matter. So this was happening before that. Since our founding, we've made bail decisions based on factors like bail amount, charge level, and a defendant's appearance history, and we prioritize people at risk of losing housing and employment or who are facing challenges like homelessness, mental illness, and chemical dependency. We do not and will not make bail decisions based solely on the charge level and type that someone is facing. So, yeah, I guess they do bail out violent offenders as well, because it doesn't say they discriminate. It says charge level and the defendant's appearance history. So, nothing here about Black Lives Matter, except the fact that they've been around since before the Black Lives Matter. Wait, no. No. Black Lives Matter started in 2013. My bad. This started in 2016. And I guess George Floyd wasn't the start of Black Lives Matter. It was somebody else. It was,
No, it was right before the Floyd thing.
It was 2013. I think. Yeah, it's 2013.
I didn't hear about BLM till after Floyd.
Yeah,
and that
I'm
was
pretty
what,
sure.
2018 or something, 2019?
Oh, no, bro. It was way before then. Okay, Google.
Okay.
What year did Black Lives Matter start?
The Black Lives Matter start date is July 13th, 2013.
Well, where the hell did they
I
start?
think, was it Oakland
In
or
outer
was
space?
that fucking Oakland? I think it was Oakland.
For real?
I think.
My
Hold on.
my town started Black Lives Matter, for real.
Maybe
I don't
Chicago.
remember
I want to say
even hearing
Oakland or
about that shit.
Chicago. Let me see here.
Oh, dude, the hummingbirds are here.
Trayvon Martin. What?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I do remember that. Look at the Can you guys see the hummingbird, or is it too small?
Was founded 2013 in response to the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murderer, George Zimmerman.
Yeah, I remember that. I freaking remember. That was in Florida, right?
Yeah. Right down the street.
Yeah.
Dude, where you and I met to go see that band that night, literally right around the corner. He got killed right around the corner from where me and you were.
Oh, my God.
Yup.
Dude.
You were right there.
Fucking crazy.
Yup. You were right there.
All right, let me take these boys out to go pee. Come on, Franco. Come on, buddy. Come on, guys.
Where?
I need a stick.
Global organization.
Today.
I don't know. It's a global organization. I don't know what state it started in, actually. But,
Whoa, I almost just fell. Holy shit. Ow, man, that kind of hurt. Ow.
this
Come on, guys.
this is totally not about Black Lives Matter movement, though, guys. Just so you know, this fund is for indigenous people, black and brown people, immigrants, people who are unhoused or who experience mental illness, chemical dependency, pregnant individuals and caregivers, LGBTQIA, especially trans people, it says, people who have been jailed while fighting for justice. So, there's nothing here about rioting or anything like that, and that is what Kamala Harris said. So, in all fairness to Barefoot, Barefoot and AK, and Deerslayer 1959, the only two people who claim to think they know about this. I looked into it, and it's got nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. She was asking people to donate money on her Twitter to one state that gets people bail money. Unrelated to Black Lives Matter, even though I'm sure Black Lives Matter protesters were involved. I'm sure that they've helped those people too. I'm sure they've helped everybody. But I don't know, man. It's just kind of weak. We've got so much more on her than shit that you're just pulling out of your ass that's not even true. That's what I'm telling you. Stick to the truth. You'll do so much better. There's a reason no one remembers this, and there's a reason why it got fact checked to false. You know?
That shit got tabled quick.
Tiki, 2015. Was it Trayvon Martin? Way to go, Josh G. Yes, it was Trayvon Martin. During the riots, bail was reported to have Kamala Harris and others were giving them money for bail all over right reporting news stations. Yeah, it turns out it wasn't BLM. I looked it up, and you could look it up too. You know, not telling, you could look it up too. I just did. She was asking people to donate to a bail fund in, what did I say, Minnesota? I don't even remember. But it's not
Come on, boys.
the big gotcha that Alaska was trying to say it was, you know? Seminole County started an entire movement. After that verdict, people were protesting in Sanford and started yelling Black Lives Matter. And started yelling Black Lives Matter. After that, people were protesting in Sanford. There was more during the 2020 riots. Yeah, and Biden actually won. Lol. Well, you know, whether Biden won or not, by anyone's standards, he's the one sitting in the fucking Oval Office right now. That's what you need to think about. That's what you should be aware of.
Yep. Doesn't matter what they say, he's still there.
You better just focus on Trump right now getting elected. And right now, he's running neck and neck with Biden. That's really good. Because fucking Biden's the incumbent. And Trump has been in so much, you know, so many legal issues wrapped up in the last few months, I should say, that it's just insane. And it's a good sign for Donald Trump, because I have a feeling that he's just going to keep going. And Biden's going to have to step down, and Kamala Harris is going to have to try to take over, and Donald Trump is going to destroy her. And that's why I like looking into all this bullshit about Kamala Harris, because I have a feeling they're going to try to push her. You know, this is what I hear on the mainstream media, at least.
Dude, Trump's about to fire all the trans people that are working for the government right now. It's like as soon as he gets into office, too.
Right. Well, you know, the only article we could find about it not telling was from the Federalist. And it's you probably heard people parroting something from the Federalist. But it got fact-checked to false. And then I went and looked at it, and it was false. It wasn't rioting. He said rioting Black Lives Matter people. She's bailing out Black Lives Matter rioters. And I'm like, that doesn't seem true. So I went and looked, and no, she was asking people to donate to a company that does bail for all kinds of people that are marginalized. Not Black Lives. It wasn't like a Black Lives Matter. I thought it was like a GoFundMe, Black Lives Matter. The way Alaska made it sound, Black Lives Matter GoFundMe for rioters from Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, come on. It's a little hyperbolic. Oh no, I'll find it. I'll find the link. None of the links worked. And then the one link that I don't even know if that Federalist link was any good anymore. But he said he fact checked it and it said it was all false. But he's like, oh, fact checkers. I'm like, oh, dude, it's just not sounding good. This is probably why I don't remember it. I do remember the crazy left, though, during this shit, going out and giving speeches and inciting anger and more violence and shit. I remember that. I do remember that. I want to say it was like Stacey Abrams was talking a lot of shit during BLM. And maybe Nina Turner, but not quite as militant. But I think Stacey Abrams was like being straight out militant about it, if I remember. And I don't remember. Kamala Harris probably was, but I just don't remember. You're a woman. Okay, my bad, AK. All right, I can't. I'm sorry, bro. Maxine Waters. It was, dude, Josh G. It was Maxine Waters, dude. She was like, and I was like, dude, Chill. You know, it's bad enough right now. You're not making it any better. She's just, riling up people unnecessarily. At least that's the way I took it. I'm really glad you clarified it. Oh, yeah. I clarified it, but it's still not looking very good for Kamala Harris. And because even in all this, she's just a piece of garbage, man. I mean, oh, look at this, dude. I haven't seen you with your hair down in years, bro. Panoy's got his hair down.
Right? I want to rock.
Yeah, you do.
I want to rock.
Go, yo, Panoy, go like this. Go like this. Go. Hello, everybody. Trendy Nay reporting in live from Northern California, home of trendy ass dabbers and all things trendy. Where you'll find me and you in the hashtag trendies on all forms, sources, and sorts of social media, especially right here, right now. I don't remember what I used to say after that. I can't remember that.
Dude, you had, your line was so long.
I know. People used to say, what is it that you're saying there? All forms what? I'm like, all forms, sources, and sorts of social media.
Yeah.
All forms, sources, and sorts of social media. Hello, trendies! Start that fucking email up. Click. Camera's all panning around.
Are we dabbing? Are we taking a dab? Good morning, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, dab.
Y'alls. I want you to take it easy over there, bro. I'm prescribing you a little bit less. I don't want you to kill yourself. Prescribing you about an 1/8 of a gram less on this dab.
More like we're breaking records today.
No, bro. You're always breaking records. Teaching you restraint, young grasshopper.
This is like my little mini Isle of Man challenge type shit. There's always time to Q-tip.
Bro, I'm calling it mustard gas, and I'm telling you, it is so tasty and flavorful. It is the sweetness. It's so floury and oily on my lips.
Yeah.
It's so over the top, bro.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's dab time.
I see some beezles beezling around. Little beezles. Why you beezling, little beezles? Beezling all day. Happy 710. Hippie chick. It is 710. Check it. Check it. Yo. Pinoy's got that kick-ass internet. Elon Musk. Do you ever notice a skip when it switches satellites?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll see like a little
skip.
It's quick though.
Yep.
If you're not watching, you won't see it.
Cheers, brother. No regarding cannabis. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm right behind you.
I'll wait a couple more seconds for flavor.
Gotta make sure my nails clean because I don't have a dunk tank right now. So I gotta chaz it out. All right, time for the super pearl to go in. Look at this bad boy. It's a big. That we call that a biggin right there. And then little mini egg. All right, I think we're gonna do some of my buddies, 90U, fresh press. Dude, it smells like I have a gorilla sitting in my living room, just stankin'. Just straight funk. That funky.
You got to get over to Mombacho, bro.
I know. I'm gonna message you here in a few minutes.
You are gonna fucking be in goddamn Wonderland over there.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Free the weed.
Cheers,
Know what
bro.
It is. Cheers.
Psycho. He's look at that. He's a psycho. He's a psycho, everybody. Oh my god, dude. You blow out so much smoke. That's all that oil, you guys, it coats in your lungs and it makes you cough like that when you smoke that much. You can literally just feel the oil and your body, all your body's trying to do is kick it out. That's so you have this feeling. It just takes a couple seconds. Rumble. Kamala Harris panics as criminal she bailed out in 2020 goes on to commit. Oh, there you go. That's when you're doing that. Why isn't it bringing up a link? Oh, there it goes. When you're doing that, it's bound to happen, right? 11 months ago.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. Kamala Harris should absolutely be panicking right now because if you remember back in summer, mostly summer of riots, what happened? Yeah. We had people like Kamala Harris out there pushing on Twitter and other places the Act Blue, where they were the Minneapolis bail fund.
Yes.
Where they were bailing out these criminals out of jail. And they were going to go out and recommit crimes, and that's exactly what happened with some of these people who used the.
He says only. It says the title says criminal. It's only one person.
This website to go ahead and get these people to be bailed out. Kamala Harris.
I mean, when you're dealing with people who are going to jail, you're bound to bail out somebody who's going to go commit a crime. You know, it's this isn't making Kamala Harris really look that bad, but
should be directly responsible for all of this because she helped.
I mean, if you guys want to go like, ooh, you bailed somebody out and they went and committed another crime.
Before we dive into today's topic, don't forget
it's not that bad.
The subscribe button. If you're new here, thank you for joining me.
Every day.
Hopefully, you can share it with your friends and family. Smash that like button, 1,500 likes if you like the content.
If we're gonna call that shit, I got news for you. I've bailed out people who are committing crimes right fucking now. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just as bad as Kamala Harris.
If you like the channel,
based on that, which is stupid. Which is what I'm trying to tell you.
Criminals that were let out on,
like she should have known that they were gonna go commit more crimes.
People donate to release criminals like this winner here who went out and ended up murdering somebody else.
Okay.
Have now been arrested for
this one person
of that murdered victim should absolutely be furious and sue the vice president, the president, and other individuals.
And was it
Ever shared that link as
was it like the day after he was released he went and murdered somebody? That would
well.
suck.
To be held accountable for what they allowed to happen. So let's take a look at the story coming to us from the Gateway Pundit over here. And it says this. It says, man freed by bail fund supported by Kamala Harris charged with murder. Oh, you don't say. I thought that guy looked like a real winner. Real winner. A man freed by the Minnesota bail fund supported by Kamala Harris during the mostly peaceful George Floyd riots in 2020 has been charged with murder. The Minnesota Freedom Fund admitted it helped release Sean Michael Tillman from jail in 2020. Tillman went on to shoot and kill a person in St. Paul in May of this year.
Okay, so it wasn't like the day after the dude went and did something. This is really stupid. This is a hell of a stretch, you guys. If you think this makes Kamala Harris look bad, if that guy thinks this makes Kamala Harris look bad, that's fucking hilarious. Because it was like, wow, they helped a lot of people. People commit crimes. Someone was bound to commit a crime at some point. You want to blame Kamala Harris for supporting people to donate to a fund that bailed, people out based on what they felt was, legitimate reasons. That one of those people, not several, as this guy said. Now, if he can produce more, he might start making some points. But let's see what else he's got. I'm willing to listen.
The Washington Free Beacon reported a Minnesota bail fund champion by Vice President Kamala Harris helped free a repeat felon now charged with murder. The Minnesota Freedom Fund on Thursday acknowledged it helped secure the release of Sean Michael Tillman, who in May shot and killed a passenger on a rail platform in St. Paul. Harris promoted the Freedom Fund on Twitter during the mostly peaceful George Floyd riots in 2020, helping the group raise $35 million in a matter of weeks, according to the Washington Post. Freedom Fund executive directors Mariel Sayozora and Eliza Darris defended the group's decision to post Tillman's bail in the statement Thursday, saying it's neither just nor effective to respond to violence by denying bail and preemptively punishing people who are disproportionately.
Let me ask you guys another question. When Donald Trump pardons murderers, literally this military piece of fucking cunt shit that slit the throat of a fucking captive it was Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever the fucker was. And Donald Trump pardons that motherfucker. How is that any different from Kamala Harris asking people to donate to a fund that let someone out that did a crime? It's almost worse, isn't it? Do you think Kamala Harris, if she became president, she'd pardon this motherfucker for the murder that he did?
Poor, black, brown, and indigenous. That guy just seems to fit all of those categories and was a convicted felon beforehand many times and then decided to go commit
No, Barefoot, I'm sorry. I'm being a dick, and I'm going to stop. I'm being a dick right now, and I'm sorry. I apologize, because you are nice, and I don't mean to be mean to you. You said, someone help me out here. I'm still working on Wake and Bake. Okay, we'll see if Pinoy will come back and help us on another hit. He's probably feeling that one. He does huge hits. He could do one hit like that. He'd probably be good all day if he had to. Go and work all day. He'd be fine. That shit stays with you, man. I could sleep for like 3 hours after a dab. It's just there. You wake up and you're like, I still feel good. Looking outside the window. I was Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. You said it. Anthony. He knows what he said. He can speak for himself. Yo, do you think you could smoke some more, bro? Because the Barefoot and AK, she wants to smoke. And I'm being mean and we don't have to argue about this shit. I'm saying nasty shit, and I don't mean to be like that. I know almost everybody watching supports Donald Trump, and I don't need to be throwing him under the bus for them, because they don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
I don't blame you guys. And I support you all in voting for Donald Trump if that's what you're going to do. I do.
We need him in there, man. He needs to save this country for a second.
Pinoy's going to preach to y'all. Go ahead, Pinoy. Go ahead, bro.
Bro, I'm not saying all of the stuff that he says is okay by any means. But of all of the evils, he is our best choice right now. Because when he was under his command, Russia was cool, China was cool, Africa was cool, you know, because they respected him. You know what I mean? We need somebody, like, we need a real leader, bro, not just some fucking puppet. Is that even really Biden at this point, bro?
Oh, dude, you're talking. You're preaching to the choir, man. Do you have my Rumble chat up? Oh my, dude, they've got this whole thing about that.
Dude, is it really him? I mean, I'm like 100% convinced it's like at least 3 different people.
That's what they say, bro. They all say that. I'm gonna try to pull the chat up so you can just see it on screen. If you got my show on,
your camera's off.
No, you got to turn on my show, bro. Can you turn on my show in like a browser window? Like open up my show on Rumble, then you'll see the chat. It's Rumble. Yeah, rumble.com/user/Nays Garden. We're live right now. I can give you a direct link in the Discord to the show.
That'd be even better.
Okay, here we go.
That'd be in the show chat thing, right?
Yeah, it's in the chat. Top right corner of the screen, there's a little, when you put your mouse on the top right corner, you'll see these little menu items pop up, and one of them is a chat bubble on the far right.
Okay, I see you. Okay, I see.
So, let me just fucking find this chat. I have so many windows up. Okay, that is... It's gonna be like... Let's just start a new
Bless
one.
you.
I said Rumble chat. That's
Okay,
not
baby.
Rumble chat. Okay. There's the
There,
chat.
now I got you on like 2 different spots, like you see everything.
I got the chat, bro, on screen now, too. So they'll be able to see their chat. Not telling happy 420. Been pouring rain here for days. You're fine, man. No, I'm not fine. I'm being a dick, and I need to be thankful that all these people are here watching my show. And I need to show some fucking respect.
Yeah, shout out to all of you guys.
There you go. I respect and appreciate your beliefs, guys. I want you to know that. Sometimes I just... pursue shit that's not necessary. God, dude.
What?
Nothing. I was nothing. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm just...
We gotta go to Walmart and get one though.
I thought he was talking to me. 2620. It's all good. Good call, Nay. We love you. Let's cheers. I sure do miss mean tweets. Lol. The sun looks nice. Life was better under Trump. Much better. Says Barefoot and Deerslayer. I mean, I had more money, but I I mean, now no one's got any say over the money I'm making now. I mean, it's not because of the administration that I'm doing so well. All right, cheers, Pinoy. Cheers, everybody in the chats. No law regarding cannabis.
Thank you, baby, very much. Yeah, give me a kiss.
I'm like so full today, I cannot get warm.
I never take that long ever again. Come on, sip time. I tried to get it from him yesterday. I was like, I think my girl wanted me to pick this stuff up today. Here,
It won't be in the camera.
go.
It's still in fucking camera.
Go. Oh, man, that's you're destroyed.
Don't worry, there's only 60 people watching.
Ooh, some coffee.
Yeah, kafef in the morning.
Mm.
Hit the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Barefoot, thank you. Can I still call you bro? Just like, can you like be my bro?
Mm.
Even though I know you're not a man. It's just like calling you bro before. That's cool. Were we done watching that? I can't remember. I don't think we were done watching that. No, there's more left.
Right. Tillman's criminal record includes multiple counts of indecent exposure, as well as an assault on lawful possession of a firearm, court records show. He is now in custody with bail set to $2 million. I wonder if Kamala is going to try to bail this guy out again. When reached for comment, the Freedom Fund directed the Washington Free Beacon to its statement. Tillman's most recent felony conviction was in November 2018 for indecent exposure in the presence of a minor. The trifecta. The trifecta. Can't make this stuff up. Democrats love the criminals who like to touch little kids. They like criminals who love to kill people. They like criminals who are just criminals, and they'll do whatever they can in order to help them release from prison so they can terrorize the greater community at large. This is who the Democrat Party is. This is.
I mean, it's just a touch hyperbolic. It's really not that bad. I'm agreeing with almost everything this guy is saying.
Is the Democrat Party base. This is who they're fighting for. They're not fighting for the everyday American citizen who all wants to do is go and work.
I mean, I've been disenfranchised from that party for years, guys. So understand, this is basically music to my ears. You know, I mean, he's preaching to a choir as far as I'm concerned. Almost everything he's saying.
And provide for their family and just have a good time. No. They want to make sure they are releasing the savages into the streets so that therefore they can go wreak havoc and make people scared, and of course, vote Democrat because the Democrats.
Okay, so that's I take exception with, but whatever. You know, it's tomato.
Democrats who caused many of these issues are always the ones that are presenting a solution. Funny that, huh? Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, you guys can follow me on all my social media, including Odyssey and Gab.
I'll follow you, bro. I'm following this guy. I'm giving a thumbs up, dude.
And until next time.
I wonder if he's still doing this shit. 4 days ago. Yeah, he is. Let's go. What's going on here? Let's go. Why won't it play? Let's go. I thought I heard cyber. That was weird. Sometimes I think I hear cyber.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. We just did a story here on the channel the last couple days talking about the absolutely crazy Democrat in Raleigh, North Carolina, who set on fire a Trump sign in somebody's yard, and thankfully he has been identified, and hopefully the police are going to deal with him. But this is a continuing trend that we are seeing take place in the country with these unhinged individuals whose brain has been broken by Donald Trump's presidency and Donald Trump being in the news and news media, people being broken, and Democrat Party trying to do whatever they can in order to arrest him and paint him as a racist, et cetera, to the point now where they're openly calling for...
I fucking love his podcast title. It's Let's Be Frank.
The murdering of Donald Trump. That's what they're doing. And
I'm assuming
it's absolutely
I'm assuming his name is Frank.
This is insane. That's not being covered by mainstream media. Well, probably because they're all on the same team. So before we dive into today's story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. If you want to help support the channel, you can become a channel member by smashing that join button. You can help by smashing that super thanks button, or simply just by smashing the like button. Let's go ahead and dive into the story. And this woman is from Chicago. Yeah, right. Why wouldn't she be? So here we have a Chicago woman arrested by Secret Service for threatening to shoot President Donald Trump and his son Barron. Yeah, look at his eyes.
What the fuck?
Look at this lady.
What is
She
wrong
has
with
the
people,
face
man?
Of someone who is mentally ill, who is someone who has been broken by the media, by the demonizing
Talk about
of
fucking
Trump and
Trump derangement
family
syndrome.
and just Republicans in general.
That's-
The media has done this. There
You guys,
have been blood.
that's Trump derangement syndrome taken to the highest level, is to the point that you are plotting to kill him. That is so psychotic.
Media's hands. There is blood on the media hands for
Get over it, crazy lady.
what they do to rile up this nation, to divide it the way it has.
I mean,
but this lady obviously is a
I
symptom.
feel strongly about women's rights too. I feel strongly about all kinds of stuff that I might disagree with Donald Trump on, but you know, I'm not just understanding how dumb people are, man, and crazy.
of a bigger issue here, right? Tracy Marie Fornez, a 41-year-old woman from Chicago, was arrested on federal charges for threatening to shoot former President Donald Trump and his 17-year-old son, Barron. The charges, which includes transmitting threats to kill or injure another person, carry a potential sentence up to 5 years in prison. Barron's arrest comes after she sent threatening emails to the headmaster of a school in Palm Beach County, Florida, where the Trump family resides. According to the criminal complaint unsealed in Florida, Fornez sent 2 separate emails to the school headmaster expressing her intention to harm the Trumps. In the first email dated May 21st, 2023, she wrote, "I will state that I will shoot Donald Trump Sr. and Barron Trump straight in the face at any opportunity I get." Absolutely insane.
Oh my God.
The second email, sent on June 5th, 2023, stated, "I'm going to slam a bullet in Barron Trump's head."
Dude, I can't believe. I mean, this woman needs to be medicated, or she needs to be in a fucking hospital, fucking under supervision or something. But anybody that would be saying that kind of shit.
Dude, back in the day, she would have hung.
Bro, what I don't understand is these guys that go out and kill people and do crazy shit and they talk smack on the internet first, is that when you start hearing people say, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that on the internet, why do people just not do it? And people don't do anything about it. You know, they're just like, yeah, whatever, it's the internet. And then sure enough, there's people go and do that shit because, oh, dude, whatever, bro. I can't even listen to this anymore. Go away, run away. Cheers, brother. Which one is this? Is that this one right here?
Your favorite actress there, Kurt?
Who?
J-Law? Jennifer
Jennifer
Lawrence?
Lawrence, yeah.
J-Law. She actually went and spoke to some kids the other day
Finally,
in school.
the
Yeah.
first woman to play a female hero in history.
Was she really?
According, she said it, and I believe.
Which hero
women.
was it? The Hunger
Blue-
Games?
The blue chick.
That was the first
No, the
female.
blue X-Man. I thought.
She was the blue X-Men woman.
After Rebecca Romaine Stamos, who
Yes.
I don't talk about because then she would be first.
Gotcha. You're right. Well, she went and spoke to some kids the other day at some school. Check it out over here. The Amazing. This is amazing. Just when you think 100% of Hollywoods are satanic pedos, Jennifer Lawrence, otherwise J-Law, is that what we call her?
J-Law.
The girl from the Hunger Games is dropping facts about the corrupt United States government. I'm here because, as corny as it sounds, I love my country and I want to protect it.
Oh, let's hear this.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jen. When I was your age, I didn't give a flying Louie about politics, so I totally get it. If you don't, I grew up in a politically divided household, so I've always felt really, really strongly that politics aren't like sports. You know, there's no need.
This is like really boring and really hard to listen to. So, Jennifer Lawrence leaves Hollywood cult of Democrats and trashes both parties as hopelessly corrupt. Okay, I've heard enough. Great. Thanks there, Craig.
Hey,
You report on really boring shit. Yes, my friend.
Hey, how do you feel about all this? Like, the government's trying to, like, release all those aliens that are real and all that crap. You think that's just like some sort of like smoke screen while shit's going down in the White House? Or
No,
what?
there's a couple of it's like a culmination of a couple things, but there's a couple of people in our government. There's a couple of like senators who are like all gung ho and believe they want to believe. They're like Fox Mulder type dudes. There's like two of them. So they always support these guys that will come in like Jeremy Corbell, and they'll take advantage of these dudes, and they'll be like, you know, we've got a lot of evidence supporting what you believe, and we just want to work with you, and da-da-da. So they set up a fucking committee, and they give these guys like Jeremy Corbell and this other dude fucking all this money, and they go there and they collect all of these videos and these testimonies from all these people, and they get to fly around the fucking world and do investigating and all that shit. And it's all just to appease a couple of dudes in our government that are fucking psychotic. It's really just a waste of time. And the pilots that are going before the Congress and reporting that they saw a Tic Tac and all that shit. They're all just they want to be on Rogan. It's basically they're just fame. Wow. It's all they got. That's their one thing. If they were going to get on Rogan, that's their only way they could do it. They're known for that. They could get on there, and that's basically, I want to go into a topless bar and have a bunch of girls swarm all over me when they realize who I am, type thing. It's so stupid and basic. They're like, I can lie. I could fucking tell this story all day because, when I was out there, I've convinced myself that I really saw a Tic Tac floating around, and my subordinate who, I was banging, she backs up everything I'm saying because she was in another jet, and there's no cooperation there. It's just the dumbest shit. and everything's been debunked. All of the video evidence has been debunked on Thunderfoot and this guy Mick West on YouTube. They've debunked all that bullshit, and they've both debunked all the same shit different ways. It's fucking great. So mostly it's a lot of that shit. They're just those aluminum colored party balloons, just floating in the wind, and the plane is going the other direction. So the appearance from the camera or the radar is the object is going very fast, but it's the plane that's going really fast. And they debunk all that shit because most of these radar systems and everything, they've got all of the data on screen. So these guys that are scientists and photography experts, they can look at all the data and be like, well, this is the object you were looking at was literally going 35 miles an hour. No faster than the wind,
I know what I saw, man.
Right?
I believe in aliens. I think they're coming. Hopefully they come in our lifetime so I can see what one looks like.
Fox Mulder here, guys.
Yeah.
I want to believe. I want to believe. That's what they should have voices singing that. I want to believe. I want to believe. Weird, huh? It all just kind of fits together. Walk the dogs, but we'll take y'all with. That's what we're saying, Barefoot, AK. Hashtag keep it open. What? I'm going to stop calling you son or bro. Yo, son. Yo, bro. Oh, my goodness gracious. So, I want to go see if I can get my girlfriend anything. I'll be right back. Yeah, bro. You go out there in your yard at night.
Mm-hmm.
You turn your lights off inside the house and go out there with the lawn chairs, bro. you'll be believing in shit real quick. You will see shit that you will not be able to explain. It, you know, there was a guy that lived there before me, and he was squatting in that house.
Wow.
And he was supposed to be renovating it, which he did. He renovated the downstairs. That used to be a basement. He turned it into a room.
Mm-hmm.
He installed all that shit. But he fucking swore, dude, he was getting visited by shit. That fucking shit. It's some people out there, bro. They're just... A lot of people I know believe in aliens. They look up in the sky and see shit they can't explain, so they think they're aliens, and that's what they say, man. They're like, I saw this, and I saw that, and I saw this, and I saw that. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I see shit too. But, you know, I'm not saying it's fucking aliens. It's just, bro, I swear you're going to see shit, man. You're going to be like, nay, I saw some shit. Because, you know, you'll see them fucking satellites going across. All day, bro. You will see satellites all the time. It's so cool. You'll see one, and then you'll see another one coming a totally different direction, and it looks like they're gonna collide and shit. You're just like, what the fuck, dude? You see fucking all kinds of crazy shit. My favorite though, when you see the meteors, bro. The meteors are what are really gonna fuck with you, because meteors look all different kinds of ways. And one time I was out there, and the meteors, one of them was coming straight in, and it was like getting brighter and brighter, you know, because it was coming straight at me. I was looking straight up, and it was, I didn't know what the fuck it was at first. I figured it out. And then it just, bro, it was getting brighter and brighter. This was over a period of like a second or two. Brighter and brighter. Like it was I thought it was pulsating or something, but it just got brighter and brighter. And then it went in a line, and you could see the line, a straight line, like someone drew it with a pen. A bright white light line. It went up like an inch in my, not even an inch. It went up like a fucking centimeter and disappeared. And you saw a line from where it went. Because it was like my perspective, or wherever the fuck I was, or whatever it did when it hit the atmosphere or whatever. But I saw the whole thing from this perfect angle. And dude, if you were the type to believe in UFOs, bro, you would have sworn you had seen a UFO. And you know what's funny is the other night there was a meteor shower out here, and somebody told me about it, whatever. I was like, I'm gonna go outside. I went outside, and I only saw one fucking meteor. There was a break in the clouds. I saw one meteor. It did the fucking almost exact same thing that other one did. It got really bright. It didn't do a line, but it got really bright, coming straight in and disappeared. Like a fucking super bright supernova star. And I was like, cool, bro, that's enough. I've seen enough. Anyway, I was like, it doesn't get any better than that. When they're coming straight in. I mean, if you're where you are, bro, you will see trails going all the way across the sky. You're going to see red and green. Bro, I swear, you will see meteorites like that. Just go out there during the meteor showers. Or dude, you'll see that on a regular night too. And you will see fucking like comet trails and shit. You'll see streaks, all kinds of shit. Oh my God. It's beautiful. It's amazing. You get like at a certain time, you go out there at certain times of night, and you like know when certain satellites are coming across, and you're like expecting them and shit. You're like, dude, this is about the time when all the satellites are gonna come, blah blah blah. And is the rear deck is still there, right? Way up the mountain. That rear deck.
The what?
There's a deck. I don't know if it's still there. It's probably not there anymore. There was a deck up above the house, up the mountain, about halfway between yours and Jim's place.
Well, I haven't even gone over there.
Yeah, when you look up, there should be a deck back there. like where you can hang out and watch the stars from and shit. It was fenced in. It was. You're gonna have to find out. That's like a little chill spot, bro. I had run water up there and power, and it was cool.
That's dope.
I had an umbrella and a big blue tarp that was staked down. The tarp was staked down to the ground, and I'd bring towels up there and lay down with the dog. The cat would come up there, and we would sit there and watch the fucking stars and watch fucking planes going across and fucking enjoy the silence. I would make videos up there. So tranquil and looking way over the top of the house. You're way up above the house. Let's go for a hike, Pinoy. Put on your red shoes. Put on your red shoes and find the deck. Ba-da-dun, dun, dun, down. Bow, 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 bow. Ba-da-dun, bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. Dude, I wonder if that deck is... Bro, if that deck is there, you're going to thank me.
Is there a deck up there?
You're going to be like... what? Bro, I'm going to come up here and chill all the fucking time.
This shit.
I can't believe it. If it's not there, I'm going to be so sad. There was a lot of wood up there and stuff, I remember. I had like beams up there, and you saw the retention wall back there in the backyard?
Yeah.
It's up above that. It should be up above that. If you see the retention wall, you walk past that, it's up to the right of that. Almost directly behind the house, but it's like 150 feet back. You can see it, bro, from the kitchen window? Yeah, the deck's still there, bro. Bro, there might be shit up there. Might be a bucket under there with tools. I can't remember what the fuck was under there. Take some chairs up there, bro. I used to have chairs up there. Take some chairs up there on that deck, man. I used to have an umbrella, but the wind fucking destroyed it. Hovered in front of you with these bright lights. I miss living in the woods. We lived off-grid for years. Raised my kids off-grid in a small Alaskan village. Barefoot and AK, do you take any medication at all? Be careful of Bigfoot. Like, anything at all. You just... Because I do, personally. I'm just wondering if you do. Mrs. Fairley is right on... Most likely a man-made craft that came right down in front of your car at night. I'm just kind of interested in that. I'm sort of interested in what you just said here. Whoa. One day ago, this woman ran over two people. She was all drunk and shit. That's crazy. Paul Beckwith, 11 days ago. Next 1.5 years. Oh, Paul. That's Paul. He's kind of dry.
Hello, I'm Paul Beckwith, and of course this is Shackleton the Explorer.
Michael Willis.
You know, he's
Good day, sir. How are you?
Hey, good, Michael.
He's all right. He's an old cat now. He had a lot of tangles in his back area, you know, but the back half of him basically. So I had to cut off a lot of hair to get rid of the tangles, and it's growing back. You know, he's doing okay. He's a very, very tiny cat. You want to say hi? So I have a very important paper to discuss today, and James Hansen just released it earlier today, and it's all about you know, it's kind of what's going on with the El Nino, how it's not really affecting global temperatures too much right now. It's usually in the second year after it initiates. So I'll show you the data that he's put together. Also, you know, it's really crucial work what James Hansen's been doing. I mean, he's a vital source of information on, you know, us figuring out.
Wow, we can go
and
full
the biggest
speed.
thing, of course, is the Earth radiation, the Earth energy imbalance. You know, it's very simple in concept. It's energy in minus energy out. As long as there's more energy coming in, the planet's going to warm, and that. You know, the imbalance has doubled. It's gotten twice as bad as it was in a very, very short period of time.
That's
I'll talk
full
about that
speed.
and how, you know, what we have in store for ourselves in the next few years in our climate system.
Huh.
And you'll see why
He's that
it's
slow.
climate change.
You can go twice as fast.
So, like I said, this is a crucial paper. Let me just get organized here. Okay, so I'll just start at the top. Okay, so if you look at the origin years of the El Nino, this is where we are in 2023. We've got global surface temperature here, the anomaly relative to 1880 to 1920. And I should point out, if you take this back to 1750, you need to add 0.2 to 0.3 degrees Celsius to the numbers. Okay, but this is relative to 1880 to 1920, sort of turn of the previous century time frame. Okay, so that's the temperature relative to that. And this is this year. So this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July of this year. So for June and July, we're higher than we've ever been for El Nino origin years.
Bean.
This is the 2015
He
data.
says
There was a very
bean.
strong El Nino in 2015, 2016.
It's where I've been, bucko.
Okay, so that's
You know?
And this is the peak
Hey.
temperature in the records for each month for El Nino years. Okay, so that's very key. So we're way above normal here. Now, if you look at the peak years of El Nino, the peak year of the
Joey
warming is the year following
Handlier.
when it
No
initiated.
more
So 1997 El Nino,
photosynthesis.
in 1998, it was much warmer. Compare this blue curve to this blue curve. And in 2016, it was very powerful El Nino. This is the 2016 data here. You know, setting all of these records earlier on in the year, and another record here. Okay, so you can compare this green line to this green line, and you'll see that El Nino really takes off. It really kicks off and accelerates, and it's much, much warmer in the second year after when it starts. Of course, we don't have the data yet for 2023, for 2024, right? The El Nino just started. And so if we follow the trend from the blue line here to the blue line here in 1997 to 98,
It
follow the green
warms
line
and it
2015
cools,
to the blue line
though.
2016, and take the difference between those curves, you can expect, you know, we're going to blow away the 1.5 degree temperature, probably, you know, next year. I mean, it looks almost, you know, that's the way the trend is going. Okay, so that's a very, very significant thing. This is, just Google this paper. It's called, Uh-oh, Now What? Are we acquiring the data to understand the situation? And it just came out August 14, 2023, so yesterday. Okay, so basically, the global temperature in June and July, right here, it shot far above the prior records for those months with 140 years of good instrumental data. You know, back to 1880, that's 143 years ago. Early indications are that warming exceeds expectation based on only the long-term trend due to increasing greenhouse gases, plus the emerging El Nino. 3 additional mechanisms will have a near-term effect, with the result that the 12-month global mean temperature likely will pierce the 1.5 Celsius warming level before this time next year, and that'll be for the whole year. Okay, uncertainties in present analysis draw attention to the inadequacy of and the precarious state of crucial global observation. Okay, so let's have a look at here. So suspicion that global warming was accelerating was already created by the warming rate between 1997 to 98 and 20 to 15 to 16 El Nino. So if you look at the global warming between 1970 and 2010, it was 0.18 degrees Celsius per decade. That's the best linear fit, 1970 to 2010.
Man, look at that chart.
Okay, this rate increased to 0.24 degrees Celsius per decade between the two super El Ninos. The 1998 one and the 2015 one, the slope actually increased to 0.24 degrees Celsius per decade. But it gets worse than that. Okay, the latest paper, Global Warming at the Pipeline, or the previous paper, you know, James Hansen clearly shows that from 2010 onwards, the fit, instead of being 0.18 degrees Celsius per decade, is 50 to 100% higher. In other words, it's trending between 0.27 and 0.36 degrees Celsius per decade. And I talked about that extensively when I discussed the paper, Global Warming in the Pipeline. Okay, so those are key facts. Now here, the Nino 3.4 temperature anomaly, so it's a region in the Pacific, and the temperature anomaly there determines whether we call it an El Nino, or warming, or La Nina. And the condition is that the threshold is the El Nino is defined to occur when the Nino 3.4 is greater than 0.5 Celsius, which is the red line, and the La Nina occurs when it's less than minus 0.5 degrees Celsius, the blue line. So we've had 3 years of very strong La Nina here. Similar thing happened here before, happened here. Okay, and these are some powerful ones too for the La Nina. But look at, this is a 1998, 1997, this is the 1997 to 1998 powerful El Nino. Remember, for the next decade, the climate deniers were saying, there's no warming. It was warmer in, back in this year. Complete idiocy, completely crazy statements. Deny, it's all BS. Okay, 2015, here's the most recent El Nino, even more powerful than this one. Okay, and the data I showed you up here. Okay, so here's where we are now. We're just getting started.
The
so
pause
pretty
says
that we're going to blow away temperature records over the next
Steven
year.
Crowder.
One is El Nino and aerosols. Okay, the strength of the current El Nino remains to be seen. It's just starting. It's not responsible for the heat waves we've been seeing recently. It's not responsible for the drying out, for the fires, for the catastrophe in Hawaii, for all flooding all over the world. It's just kicking off. Those things are all happening, and the El Nino is going to exacerbate things and completely make the next year and a half utterly crazy in terms of climate. You haven't seen anything yet. Okay, so if this El Nino, the budding El Nino, proves to be comparable to the 2 super El Ninos, right, this one here and this one here, it will provide a measuring stick for the current rate of global warming. We anticipate acceleration of the long-term global warming rate by at least 50%. So to at least from 0.18, add 50% of that is 0.9 to 0.27% degrees Celsius per decade. It could be as high as 0.36 degrees Celsius per decade. Again, see the paper Global Warming in the Pipeline. Just Google it and have a look if you haven't, or watch my previous video on it. And this is mostly due to a reduction of human-made aerosols, these fine airborne particles that act as cloud condensation nuclei. Aerosols have a cooling effect by increasing the reflection of sunlight to space. Okay, this is a direct effect. They block some of the sunlight from hitting the ground, but it's mostly aerosol effects. Okay, the aerosols act as cloud condensation nuclei. They make more clouds. The particles are smaller, the clouds are brighter, and their lifetime is longer. So reduction of aerosols reduces those clouds, so it increases global warming. Global cloud properties are not measured with the precision needed to define aerosol climate forcing, but there's a lot of theoretical and anecdotal evidence for the sense and magnitude of the aerosol climate forcing to confirm that aerosols are the second greatest human-made climate forcing, after the CO2 and methane and other greenhouse gases. Okay, now the sun is getting brighter. Now this is a small effect, but it's a non-negligible climate forcing. Solar irradiance changes cause a small but non-negligible climate forcing that's relevant to interpretation of global temperature change in the next few years. Fortunately, the sun has been well measured from space since 1979, and here's the energy coming out of the sun, watts per square meter, the irradiance, and it goes up in these peaks here.
Can you believe how slow this guy talks?
Okay, so the solar cycle is approaching solar maximum here, and the irradiance already exceeds that of the prior cycle. Like we're already higher than the previous cycle. The solar cycle has negligible effect on long term, but in the short term it adds on the order of 0.1 watts per square meter to the energy imbalance. Today, and we'll let, okay, so, and it's still going up, so it'll increase, that number will increase slightly, okay, so that will cause the warming. Now, the data, this is proxy data before 79, this is data from Davos, okay, PMOD data is this data from Davos, University of Colorado, solar radiation and climate experiment, this is data from there, and this is total irradiance monitor on the International Space Station, okay, so there's data, okay, so we've got a consistent picture here. Another effect is feedbacks. So this is Antarctic sea ice extent, which is the area of ocean with at least 15% sea ice. And this is from NOAA. You've probably seen this curve, how the sea ice in 2023 is just not growing. I mean, it's the winter, it should be going up to some peak. And look how, like, it looks, is it peaking already? It's way, way below what it should be. This huge white reflective source in the southern hemisphere is not there, is missing. So this is in winter in the southern hemisphere. When the sun comes up, there's going to be way more absorption of sunlight, and that's going to greatly warm water temperatures in the southern hemisphere, and therefore warm air temperatures. It's a huge feedback that we haven't seen yet because the Antarctic has been in darkness. So just wait. As we go into winter in the northern hemisphere, they go into summer. The sun rises and rises more and more in the southern hemisphere. So as the sun rises, as seen from Antarctica in the Southern Ocean, the flux of energy from the sun will beat down on a surface that is notably darker than at any time in the satellite era since 1970s. That's surely darker than at any time in the period of good temperature data going back to 1880. Sea ice cover in the southern hemisphere has declined dramatically to a level well below prior records. Again, this is the data right here. So we'll have more absorption of sunlight that will increase the energy imbalance further and increase the global warming. The effect on sea surface temperature will be less than the effect on surface air temperature. It won't register the full effect in the surface air. Okay, the important matter is the effect on the Earth's energy imbalance, the EEI, which is now being measured reasonably well by the combination of satellite measurements of planetary radiation balance and in the field measurements of ocean heat content, and that's in figures.
So this is Paul Beckwith channel on YouTube. I unsubscribed from him a long time ago, but if that's something you want to look into, I recommend it. He's got a lot of good information. This dude talks faster than Shapiro. Well, I had it on 2 times speed. Paul Beckwith channel on YouTube. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. I will see you guys later for the later show today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching at Nays Garden on Rumble. That's where we are. All right. Bye, guys.